Students, this is Ezra, your accountancy teacher. May God bless us all with all His blessings. Let us go to the next sum, problem 21. Let me read out the sum. From the following receipts and payments account of Aircard Youth Association, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019. And the balance sheet as on that date. Receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2019. Balance brought down cash in hand. In the payments side, they have given the payments. Government grants for purchase of books, subscription, admission fees, prize fund receipts, bank interest, sale of newspapers, by salary, by office expenses, by books purchased, by stationery purchase, by newspapers purchased, by prizes awarded, by balance carried down cash in hand. Additional information: opening capital fund 20,000, stock of books on 1st April 2018 rupees 9,200, subscription due but not received rupees 1,700, stock of stationery on 1st April 2018 1,200 and on 31st March 2019 rupees 2,000. My dear students, in this sum they have given the capital fund. So you need not prepare a balance sheet with opening balances and find out the capital fund. So we can directly go for preparing that income and expenditure account. Now, I have written the format of income and expenditure account of the name has been given as Aircard Youth Association. There is no space here. That is why I have put dots. You have to write Aircard Youth Association for the year ended 31st March 2019. First, let us go to the income side. Every time go for preparing the incomes first. Come to the receipts side. Balance brought down, cash in hand, leave that. We have nothing to do with that. And then next, government grants for purchase of goods. Remember, suppose if they have given you government grants, means that can be taken as a revenue item and that can be brought to this account. Here they have given the purpose of giving that grants. What is the purpose? You have to make use of that fund for purchasing books. So it should be treated as a capital item and that should not be brought here. And what is the next one? Subscription. We write by subscription. What is that amount given? 24,800. And in the additional information, they have given subscription due but not received 1,700. So that becomes the outstanding. You have to add that outstanding subscription 1,700. And that is written in the outer column as 26,500. Next one, admission fees. Here in your book, it should be treated as a revenue item. So we bring it to this side by admission fees. Admission fees. What is that amount? 2,000. And next, prize fund receipts. I have already told you, if the name fund is given, don't take to this account. That should be dealt in the balance sheet. And bank interest, by bank interest, because this is a revenue item, so we bring it here. Bank interest. What is that amount? 1,500. And next, sale of newspapers. It is a revenue item, so we bring it here. Sale of newspapers. What is that amount? 1,100. That's all. Let us come to the payments side. By salary. So to salary. It is a revenue item, so we bring it here. Salary 14,000. Next one is office expenses. Revenue item, so we bring it here. Office expenses. What is that amount? 7,200. And the next one is books purchased. Remember, books purchased is an asset and that should be taken to the balance sheet. When you go for finding out the asset of the books, you have to take the old books in hand at the beginning, and you have to add this books purchased, and that total should be shown in the outer column. Leave that stationery purchased. See, here they have given stock of stationery. What should be done here? Actually, the amount of stationery used in that accounting period should be shown. How to take that? To opening stationery. Take that opening stationery. What is that amount? 1200. And what is the stationery purchased plus purchases? That amount comes to 1800. On the whole, that comes to 3000. Subtract the closing stock of stationery. What is that amount? It is given as 2000. Subtract that, and the remaining 1000 should be shown in the outer column. And what does this mean? It means in that accounting period, stationery worth 1000 was used. Now let us go to the next one. Newspapers purchased. 2 newspapers purchased. What is that amount? 2100. And prices award. See, in the receipts side, they have given prize fund receipts. So these prices awarded should be taken to the liabilities side. From the prize fund receipts, you have to subtract that prices award, and the remaining amount should be shown in the outer column. See, so that should not be dealt here. Cash in hand, that will not come here. So now let us go for balancing these two. 14, 21, 22, 24. And this side seems to be exceeding. And this total comes to 31,100. And this total is 31,100. And this total is 21, 22, 24, 300. And this is the surplus. To surplus 6,800. Remember, this 6,800 should be taken to the balance sheet, and this amount should be added to the capital fund. Hope you have understood this income and expenditure. Again, let me tell you one thing, that here they have given you price fund. That should not be dealt with here, and that should be taken to the balance sheet. From the fund receipts, you have to subtract the expenses, and the remaining amount should be shown in the outer column. Here, other things. This remains outstanding. This is an asset. Again, this should be shown in the balance sheet assets side. See, admission fees. Normally, admission fees in the colleges, you can take this as both capital item and revenue item. Here in your book, it is given as admission fees can be treated as a revenue item. So we have brought that to this account. So hope you have understood. Let us go for preparing that balance. Shall we prepare balance sheet? I have written the format. Let us go see the receipts and payments account. Come to the balance, cash in hand. First, immediately bring that to the assets side. How to write cash in hand? What is that amount? 9,900. And let us come to the opening. Government grants for purchase of books, and that should be taken to the liability side. Government grants. What is that amount? 10,000. And subscription, admission fees. Subscription, that is outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription. How much is there? Outstanding subscription is 1,700. And price fund receipts 6,000. Price fund receipts 6,000, whereas we have spent amount. That expenses come to the payment side. You can see prices award. Prices awarded. How much is that? 5,000. Only 1,000 should be shown in the outer column, and we show it in the outer column. And next, price fund receipts, bank interest, sale of newspapers. Come to the payments side, office expenses, books purchased. See, books. Here they have opening stock. And that comes to opening stock of books 9,200. And purchases during the year, purchases was made 15,000. See the payments side, it is given books purchase 15,000 and we find the total and that comes to 24,200. And stationery purchase, newspaper purchase, prices award, that's all. And what else there? The subscription due but not received 1,700. Yeah, it is there. And yeah, stationery is there. And stationery as on 31st March is 2,000. And let us come to this side. Capital fund. It is given in the additional information, they have given capital fund as 20,000. With that, you have to add that surplus. What is that surplus? 6,800. And 10,000, 36, 37,800. 37,800. This 20, 26, 36, 36, 37,800. And we get the same answer on both sides, assets and liabilities. They tally. So we have done it correctly. Again, let me remind you, price fund. If you find the word fund means take it to the liabilities side. If nothing is mentioned about the fund, you need not take this to the balance sheet. Likewise, government grants. If they have mentioned the purpose for which that grant is given, you have to take that to the balance sheet. If nothing is mentioned about the grants, you can take it to the income and expenditure account. Hope you have understood this sum. Shall we go to the next sum? Let us go to the next problem, problem number 22. Shall I read it? Following is the receipts and payments account of Neyveli Science Club for the year ended 31st December 2018. Receipts, balance brought down, cash in hand 2,400. Subscription 8,700. Life membership fees 5,000. Exhibition fund receipts 7,000. Sale of science equipments value 5,000 but sold for 6,000. Miscellaneous income 500. Let us come to the payments side. Balance brought down, bank overdraft 1,000. Postage expenses, science equipments purchased, laboratory expenses, secretary's honorarium, audit fees, general charges, exhibition expenses, and balance carried on, cash in hand, cash at bank. Additional information, opening capital fund. Subscription includes 600 for the year 2019. Science equipment as on 1st January 2018, 5,000. And surplus on account of exhibition should be kept as reserve for new auditorium. Prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018 and balance sheet as on that date. My dear students, first let us go to the receipts side. Balance brought down, cash in hand. We need not do anything with that. And they have given the opening capital fund. So we need not prepare a balance sheet with the opening figures and find out the capital fund. Now let us directly prepare the income and expenditure account. Subscription. First prepare the income side by subscription. What is the amount given? 8,700, but in the additional information they have given subscription includes 600 for 2019. It means this is received in advance. Received in advance. That amount is 600. And do not forget this to take to the liabilities side. This 600 should be taken to the liabilities side. Next one, life membership fees. That is a capital item that will be taken to the balance sheet. Exhibition fund receipts. It is also a capital item, so that should be taken to the balance sheet. Sale of science equipments. Remember, equipments should be taken to the balance sheet, whereas materials should be taken to the income and expenditure account. Here they have given you science equipments, they have sold, but there is a profit. 5,000 worth of science equipments were sold for 6,000. So there is a profit, and that profit should be taken to this income side. Suppose if there is a loss, means that loss should be taken to the expenditure side. Here we have a profit, and that is brought to the income side by profit on sale of science equipment. Science equipment. What is that amount? 1,000. And miscellaneous income, by miscellaneous income, that comes to 500. And that's all. Now let us come to the payments side. Postage expenses, revenue item, so we bring it here. Postage, what is that amount? 200. And science equipments purchased, that should be taken to the balance sheet. Laboratory expenses, revenue item, so lab expenses, what is that amount? 2,400. And secretary's honorarium, revenue item, secretary's honorarium, what is that amount? 5,000. And what is the next one? Audit fees, revenue item, we bring it here. What is that amount? Audit fees 3,600. What is the next one? General charges, revenue item, so we bring it here. General charges, what is that amount? 1,800. And exhibition expenses, remember it is given as exhibition fund, so from that fund you have to subtract this amount, and the remaining should be taken to the outer side. And balance, we need not do it with that. 3, 5. Yeah, let us go for balancing these two. 4, 9, 11. This side seems to be more, so there is a possibility of getting deficit. And this total comes to 13,000. 14, 18, 20, 2, 3, 6, 6, 11, 13. From 13,000, subtract 8, 9, 9,600. 9,600. And this is the deficit, by deficit 3,400. And this deficit should be subtracted from the capital fund in the balance sheet, and there is no difficult thing given here. Remember, science equipments, if it is given as equipment, that should be dealt with in the balance sheet. If it is given as science materials, means that should be taken to the income and expenditure account. Here science equipment is given, whereas there is a profit in sale of that science equipment. If there is a profit, that should be taken to the income side. If there is a loss in selling that science equipment, that should be brought to the expenditure side. And we have prepared and found that there is a deficit of 3,400. Shall we prepare balance sheet?
Start.
Yeah, let us prepare balance sheet. When you go for preparing balance sheet, come to the assets side first. First prepare the assets side. See, uh, science equipments purchased. They have given science equipments purchased, and in the additional information they have given the opening science equipment. What is that amount given? 5,000. And they have purchased in the middle. How much? For science equipments purchased 10,000. On the whole, that comes to 15,000. But in the receipts side, they have given sale of science equipments. Its value is 5,000. So only 5,000 should be subtracted. Sale of science equipments. What is that amount? 5,000. And the 10,000 should be shown in the outer column. And normally, first we have to bring that cash balance from the receipts and payments account. What is that amount? Cash in hand 200. Cash in hand 200. And cash at bank 400. On the whole, that comes to 600. Now, let us only that things. Let us come to the liabilities side. See, life membership fees 5,000. Life membership fees. And subscription received in advance 600. And life membership exhibition fund receipts. What is that amount? 7,000. You have to subtract the expenses. What is that expenses? 5,000. This 2,000 should be taken as they have asked you to take, should be kept as reserve for new auditorium. So write it, reserve for new auditorium, that is 2,000. And any sale of equipment, sign fund, miscellaneous income, nothing is there. Let us come to the capital fund. What is the capital fund? It is given as 6,400. From 6,400, we have to subtract that deficit. What is that amount? 3,400. And that comes to 3,000. 5, 10, 10,600. 5, 10, 10,600. 10,600. We get the answer. Both sides tally. So we have done it correctly. Here you have to remember one thing. When there is a profit in the sale of science equipment, that profit should be taken to the income side. When there is a loss in that selling of science equipments, that should be taken to the expenditure side. That is the only thing which you have to keep it in mind in this sum. That's all. And hope you have understood these two sums. By the grace of God, let us meet in the next class. Thank you.